Many thanks for joining. This is Breakfast Central on News Central. Now we're requesting you follow us on all socials. We're at News Central TV on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, and on Twitter as well. It is time for some COVID-19 update. Now, recent debates surrounding the lagging COVID-19 vaccination campaigns in low-income countries center around vaccine supply and financing. Yet, relatively little is known about attitudes towards COVID-19 vaccines in these countries and in Africa in particular. Now, let's take a look at a common perception of African population on vaccines against COVID-19 as of 2020. Now, you can see that infographics there that talks about majority of African population who came out to say they would take vaccine against the coronavirus. Now, nearly 80% of Africans who were surveyed were willing to take the immunization once it is considered safe and effective. 80% is the largest you have there. Then 25% believe a COVID-19 vaccine will be unsafe. And the littlest amount you have there, which is 18%, believe there's this untrust when it comes to vaccination in general. Now, this is a very crucial situation, but that was as at 2020 when the vaccines were just rolled into Africa.
Well, as of March 28, 2022, Seychelles was the African country with the largest, highest coronavirus COVID-19 vaccination rate, with around 202 doses administered per 100 individual. Well, Morocco had a vaccination rate of approximately 145 doses per 100 people, registering the second highest after Egypt. In South Africa, the most affected country on the continent, the vaccination rate reached around 56%. That's 56 per 100 population. So if you take a look at it, you definitely see who actually has the highest so far. But in the meantime, let us take a look at South Africa as we put South Africa into perspective, Oluchi, at this period.
Right.
And we can rightly say that countries that have COVID-19 cases highest in Africa on the screen, you have South Africa with 100,067 deaths so far. You also have, if you come down, you'd see that the numbers are indeed numbers that many should be wary of. South Africa is indeed topping, and remember that they do have the vaccine plant as well. So you have Senegal as well, you have South Africa. But let's look at South Africa, followed by Morocco closely, and then also followed by Tunisia.
Now we have Egypt, Libya, Ethiopia, Kenya, Zambia, and Botswana. I mean, there are other African countries as well. We have Algeria, Nigeria, Luxor, Zimbabwe, and you can see it all the way down to Angola and Congo-Kinshasa. This is the graphics, this information we're getting. We have also Senegal, Malawi, and you can see all the way it comes down to Seychelles and Burundi. Now, looking at the cases, the confirmed cases and the death cases in the continent of Africa. Now, to turn intent into an effective solution to get targeted information, sensitization and engagement campaign, bolstering confidence in the safety of the approved vaccines and reducing concerns about side effects will be crucial to safeguard the swift progression of vaccine rollout in this part of the continent, Africa. Now, these are the things we need to do, the government needs to do, organization and even individuals need to inculcate to ensure that the efficacy of this vaccine is at its maximum. And we also need to understand that as of 2020, when these vaccines were being rolled into the continent of Africa, there was this resistance from a lot of individuals within the continent of Africa in terms of vaccine acceptance. But as we speak now in 2022, we're seeing a lot of change. There's a drastic change and a drastic move about the perception of this vaccine. It is being welcomed generally across the different countries in the continent of Africa. We will continue to do our best, and we also always tell people, please ensure you practice safe distancing, you ensure you're fully vaccinated, and if you are supposed to take the booster shot, please ensure you do that as well. Now, let's give you the COVID index from the continent of Africa. Now, within Africa itself, confirmed cases is pegged at a little above 11 million. We also have the death cases that is pegged at 251,377. And when you're looking at recoveries, the numbers seem to be climbing gradually, and that is at over 10 million recovery cases that we've had in the continent of Africa. It is quite impressive as we as people, I mean, looking at the international community, Joe, the international community had this perception and believe that the coronavirus will really hit the continent of Africa badly, and we will feel the grunt of that. But as it is now, it seems black isn't cracking anytime soon.
Well, that's right, and it also shows that a lot of efforts are being put in place. But we hope that these efforts are not indeed affected by individuals who wouldn't want to get vaccinated.